Hello, and welcome to our live. For any of you who may be watching, I'm just sitting out on the balcony. Watching the kids in the neighborhood play ball. Welcome to the channel. We had some rain earlier. Seems to have dissipated and gone away. Can anybody actually hear me? If anyone can hear me, let me know in a text. The sound is operating and the feed is clear. Good, thank you. Art, Park, Garden. Nice to know that it's working. I'm just sitting on the balcony watching the kids play ball and relaxing on another typical afternoon. Eating my Cheetos. Thank you. I'm glad it's clear and it's good. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to talk. Asley's down for a nap. The kids are playing basketball? No. Art, Park, Garden. I came back in October. I'm here to April, then I have to return to Canada for 6 months to make some more simoleons. Well, they seem to have given up playing ball. There goes one brave individual. And, oh, he missed. Oh well. So this is how I blow my afternoons. Sometimes I just sit out here and watch kids play ball. Have a glass of cola. Enjoy the fact that it's not, something below zero back at home where I am not right now. The wind's still blowing pretty good. You notice the camera moving around a little bit. You guys gonna play ball or what? They can't hear me. They're sitting over there on the tire doing nothing. Yeah, Art Park. I will be here permanently when I retire at 65 and can collect some more of my pension. And at that point, then I will park my tukas here permanently. We're going to take the family to Porto Galera, to White Beach here in February. And we'll be doing a vid about that. Asley's son, his wife, and her 3 grandkids will all be going with us. And, you know, they don't have the cash to do anything special, so once a year it's something I do. I get them out to the beach for 3 or 4 days and let mom and dad relax and let the kids run wild and do nothing. Her son works pretty hard, not for very much money. So I like to help them out a little bit. And I mean, not a lot. They don't ask for a lot, actually. I mean, you know, her son is very proud. He doesn't come to me for anything unless he has no other option. And I might hear a story, you know, one of the kids gets measles or something and they need some meds that they can't afford in their budget. Medicine's rather expensive here. There is no Canadian-style free health care here, so they have to pay for it, and they don't have the dough, then they don't have the dough. Hello, Milagros Datugan. I am terrible pronunciation, I apologize. Welcome. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a little bit of real live. Oh, hello! Here, you wave. You're on TV. You're on YouTube. You're on YouTube. 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 They're a little nervous now. I'm putting them on TV. Oh yeah, I know Art Park. I lose all of my my top up, and I lose 25%, I think, of my my old age pension. I keep all my CPP. I lose a portion of my old age pension. They don't mind you having the money. They just don't want you to have it out of the country where you're not spending your cash there in Canada and giving them back their taxation. So. Yeah, they don't like that. I'm only hoping that they won't turn around and take all of it back except for the CPP. Time will tell. I'll deal with that issue when it comes, if it comes. I hope it doesn't show up anytime soon. Well, it's a pretty lively place. A little pan here. The store. Kids are coming to the store and getting stuff and going and doing their thing. You can see by the trees over there, the wind's howling pretty good and the clouds are in the sky. There's a serious cold front coming off China giving us our breeze today. OAS, I hear OAS is clawed back 25%. It's not OAS, I'm talking about the provincial top-up in Alberta. They keep that. After 6 months out of the country, they cut you off, completely off of that. Same thing as the healthcare. So I come back a few days before the cutoff date, just to keep my my healthcare in place until I'm permanently retired here. I will be all right. I'm not going to be rich. Between the two that I collect, pensions, at 65, I estimate at that time I'll make around $1,375 to $1,450, depending on how much the CPP goes up, matching the inflation numbers. So it'll be between $1,300 and $1,400 a month Canadian. And that's what I'll be living on, besides whatever I earn from the channel. And right now the channel is earning me in the neighborhood of $50 to $75 a month. Not big money. Good name for a pet rock? I don't know. What is a good name for a pet rock? I don't miss the cold. Yeah, I don't miss the cold, Art. I don't miss it at all. I haven't experienced winter for 3 years now. Just the tail end of it in April and the kiss of it in October when I leave. So, but the nasty part of it, the fat part of it in the middle, I don't deal with, and I haven't for 3 years now. So, I mean, you could really do well if you guys say you got a property, it's worth only like even $500,000, and you sold the property, and you put all of the profits into your tax-free savings account, TFSA, and loaded up your what do you call it? What is it? It's a 401 in the States. Up here, what's it called in Canada? Oh, I'm forgetting. Anyway, your tax-free retirement account. You put money into that every year. Forget the name of it. I'm getting old. My goodness, I've been out of the country too long. But you could live off the interest you make on that $500,000 here. You could almost live on the interest, and then keep the $500,000 aside for your kids, for later when you pass away. Or you could have a heck of a nice health insurance, and keep that money in the bank or keep it in investments and keep it rolling over that $500,000, and just keep it in something safe, and you could live here. Like so many guys could wrap it up at age 50 and cash out, put their money directly into investments through their mortgage, RRSP, that's the name, thank you. Your RRSP and your TFSA, that, you could literally live here on the interest and do that for the rest of your life. You don't have to stay there till you're 65, guys. You just don't have to. It's a choice you make, It's not too many of us that are willing to do this, and the only reason I was willing to really do it was, number one, I was very curious about life here, and number two, I kind of didn't have any choice in the matter. I married the wrong person. I'll leave it at that. But if you have options, you might look at it. Then have a look at it. Island I'm on is Luzon, the big island. I live about 85 kilometers south of Manila in what is basically the Saskatchewan of the Philippines, where I am. It's all flat land. There's a few mountains around. There's no fault lines, no mountain chains. It's pretty flat. It's farming land, cattle, crops. Lots of wind here in the middle of the island. So, yeah, we have options, but the rich guys, the big men in government, they don't want us to know about that. They keep saying, oh, just keep staying there and shoveling money into this thing, and when you're 70 years old, you'll max out your benefits. Then don't retire till then, and then you get your money at 70. And 3 years later, you die of cancer. So, my dad died of cancer at 65. He got one check, and then he died. So that had some onus on why I decided to do what I've done as well. I'd hate to have to suddenly get the word that I have 6 months and then have had done nothing except gone to work. Lots of bikes going through here right now, guys. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, I didn't want to wait until I was 65. Wanted to do it while I was still physically healthy enough to march around in the jungle and stuff. I'm concerned that at 65 I'll be slowed down to the point that possibly I won't be able to do what I really want to do when I want to do it here. So I had enough of the games in Canada. Some guys are fortunate and life just works out for them, and maybe they had better advisors when they were younger, and I don't know, but it didn't work out for me. Not the way the storybook likes to say that it could. So I took my lemons and I made my lemonade. I'm 62, turning 63 in February. Now, have you guys got any more questions about this place or what it's like, what to expect, what it costs, what are the down points, what are the up points, what are the people like, what are the men like, what are the women like? Can you work, can't you work? Can you open a business, yes or no? Things like that. Reach in there and tell me what you want to know. Only a month apart, that's cool. This is my second live. My first live was after we had the typhoon come through that was a big nothing. We had some wind overnight and that was it. I didn't even lose my internet, didn't lose my power, didn't lose nothing. And my wiring to my place, well, the place is nice. The utilities attached to it are hanging by a thread, so not anywhere near modern utility standards. You know, your wires are tied to a tree, then a pole, then something sticking out of the ground that isn't exactly code, things like that. We are going to do more lives, but you know, we're going to do some lives in the house. We're going to start doing that, I think, once a week. You know, maybe on a Sunday evening, your time, or Saturday evening, probably Sunday evening, your time. Sometime around 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night for an hour or whatever. If I travel in the Philippines, I'm going to probably see Palawan. I want to see Coron, and I want to see Palawan in general. Beautiful island. I want to do that. Not too interested in going down south. We also want to go up and see Baguio. Baguio is way up in the air. They have some beautiful photography spots up there. We are similar in ways, my friends. Still enjoying life in Cebu. Ah, Cebu! No typhoons in Cebu. Still getting used to having to work at night. That's hard to adjust to. My kid is coming for a visit next month. For a month, life is good. Oh, he won't want to go back home. Is this kid a boy or a girl? Glad to see you back. Thank you. I released a short about playing basketball against a Filipina. You guys should check that out. It's pretty hilarious. I lost 8-0. Ashley just wiped me, and she enjoyed doing it too. 19-year-old boy. Oh. 19-year-old boy and a starving YouTuber. Well, if he comes here and does a YouTube for other guys that are 19 years old and all the girls here, I'm sure that his numbers will suddenly pop right up. If he lived here, oh my goodness. You're going to have to go out with him with something to swat the girls off of him, so they won't be chasing him around there. Is it first? I can't see. First Level marketing. Yeah, when your son visits, you're going to have to keep him on a short leash. The girls will all be after him, I'm sure. Hello, James. Hello, James. Hello, James. Bugs have thoughts. Add a Q&A sticker, it says. Bugs have thoughts. No, I'll pass on that. It's funny the way that Live suggests questions for us to ask about metaphysical things like, do bugs have thoughts? I don't know about that. I think their thinking ability is pretty basic. And they got the ball, and there he goes. There's a little guy, and he's hot. That kid's pretty good. He's the smallest kid out there, but he's good, man. And he's aggressive. Kid in the red shorts. He's pretty good. He'll be all right. He'll be real good in school, in high school. Boop. Yeah. Hello, James. James, I am superb. I'm doing great. Super healthy, happy. Living my life here in the Phils. Doing it on about $1,000 a month. 1K a month, Canadian. Me rent is around 6,000 pesos a month, which is somewhere in the neighborhood of about $135 a month Canadian for a 2-bedroom apartment, 4 years old. How are things in Canada right now? I hear it's crazy. Freeland went over to save the people of Ukraine. That's laughable. Her experience in getting investment going. Right. We all know how that worked out for Canada. Man, she couldn't get a wino to invest in an alcoholic still. Visa, I pay around, let's see, it's around, let's see, for 2 months, it's 4,000. So 2,000 pesos a month, maybe a little more, 2,200 or something like that, off the top of my head. So I think, no, let me think. No, I think 2 months is 4,096 pesos. 4,096 pesos, if I'm right. So 4,096 pesos is around 90 bucks Canadian for 2 months. So it's roughly $1.50 a day. You know, something like that you pay for your visa, your extensions. And then on your second visit, after you arrive, after your second visit, your second extension, you have to get what is called what's it called? There's a card they give you, alien something card, and the card is just a way for you to be registered in the system that you're here for more than a standard 30, 60, 90 days, that you're living here part-time. And it costs about 9,000 pesos with the 2-month extension involved as well. So 9,000 pesos total when you buy that and do the 2-month extension. So yeah, that's painful for me, because after 6 months I go back home and I have to start all over and get another ACR card the next year when I come back. So it's expensive that way. But when you think it's $1.50 a day for your extensions, generally speaking, outside of getting the ACR card and that expense, then it's not that expensive. The ACR card is around 4K, something like that. So around 90 bucks. Yeah, the card, you have to have the card on the 60th day or you're in trouble. You're illegal. So you go in for your first extension, they give you a 1-month extension, and then when that month extension runs out, you come back, they have you apply for the ACR at that time. And you have to pay the express fees unless you're in Manila and you go to main office. If you're in Manila and you go to the main office, you have the option of passing on the express fees. Express fees are 3,000 pesos when you're doing your ACR card, in addition to the ACR card cost itself. So, yeah, it's complicated, not hideously expensive, but it's complicated for no reason. Yeah, there he goes. Put another one in. Okay, guys, well, the wind's picking up here, and I'm holding on to my phone so it doesn't flip over. I'm probably going to pull a plug on this in the next 5 minutes. Anybody has any questions? Go ahead and ask. I will try to answer as long as they're not too sensitive in nature. Oh, you're lucky if you're on the SRRV. I can't afford it. I don't have 30K to put in the bank for them. I don't have that kind of money. I'm not a rich boy. I'm just a poor little man who ran away from Canada. So anyway, the weather here lately has been surprisingly cool and wet. It's not really a great tropical day. It's about 25 Celsius right now. And it's been cloudy and windy and cool. Not exactly beach weather for the last 2 months. The last 2 months. We have this constant cold air coming off the Chinese mainland, and it's making things a misery here. Yeah, I went to 30K. It was 20. Even that was too much for me to eat. Yes, I figure, well, I'm going to probably die before I'll spend 20 grand in extensions. So I'll just do the extensions thing, and at the third year, I'll just grab an airplane ride to Thailand or Malaysia or someplace for a day and visit, or 3 days and visit, and then come back and start the process over again for another 3 years. And hopefully I live long enough to spend as much as I would on an SRRV. How long is it that they hold that SRRV cash before they give it back to you? Do they give it back to you? Oh, surprise costs. No, nothing really, because I've been doing this for 3 years now. Big savings on things you didn't expect. Well, this apartment, I never thought I would get any place this decent for $130 a month. So that was a big surprise. And it's a lovely place. It's the people in the village here are really nice. They don't mind me. There's nobody here that doesn't like me, I don't think. I try not to cause any grief. They will call you if fingerprints are required? That's different. Surrey case. Just applied for an ACR. Are you a Canadian citizen? You can get it back. The process takes about 2 months. Oh, okay. But how long do they get to hold that SVVR money? How long do they have to hold it before you can start the process to get it back? Is it a few years or something, isn't it? Is it? I don't know why they would want to have fingerprints. They didn't ask me for fingerprints, just all they wanted from me was my passport and some cash, and that's it. I had to fill out a form. That was it. There was no thumbprint, nothing discussed or anything. That is a little strange. Okay, well, Surrey case, I don't know why they would say that, but I would not worry about it. It probably sounds like somebody who doesn't know what they're doing in the office there. I've never heard of anybody having to produce fingerprints. I don't think so. Was that request made online, or was that request made live in an office? Oh, online biometrics are required. Ah, yeah, I don't do online. I go into the office. Okay, Gurkha. Made the deposit when you apply. Then they decide you don't want the if you decide you don't want it anymore, then there's a process. Oh, so once you pull it, the SRRV is no longer effective. Okay, I understand now. So the money stays in the bank. Basically, if you want the SRRV to remain in effect, the money stays in the bank until somebody produces a death certificate. And then it goes back to your bank or something. At an agency. Yeah, I don't know, that may have been a little scammy. I would not give them your fingerprint. I would go to an office and do it myself. It's a lot safer. It's so simple. You don't need to worry about it. You just walk in, walk up to the window and say, I'm here to do an extension on my tourist visa, and they'll tell you the process. They'll give you the paperwork, you fill it out and hand it back. And if you do anything wrong, they'll show you what's wrong and to fix it. And you can fix it. It's one sheet of paper to fill out. It's easy. Biometrics are required for the SRRV along with the medical and police background check in Canada. Okay, well that makes sense. For an SRRV, I could see possibly biometrics. That's more serious. I thought he meant for a simple tourist visa. I did not know that Surrey meant for SRRV. In the case of an SRRV, I would not be able to tell you. I don't know. Yeah, SRRVs are expensive. I just do the tourist thing. I don't really see the benefit in SRRV unless you're very young and you have time is on your side. You're going to be here for 40 years or something. You don't want to keep doing extensions for 40 years on a tourist visa. That could get, a lot of money in the long run. I doubt you can claim it on your Canadian taxes. Well, if for an ACR card, I just don't see the need for a thumbprint unless it's being done as somebody said online. You said you did it in an agency, right? Yeah, you have more freedom of movement for exits out of the country and stuff as well. Yeah. With the SRRV. Well, if it's a well-known agency, then I would go ahead and not concern myself about it. And if they ask for a thumbprint, then offer it up. Try to keep it simple. As long as they don't ask for your bank account information, you're probably okay. I wouldn't give them that. Okay, well, I'm going to turn on the sound deadener here so we have less background noise. Okay, maybe you can hear me clearer now. I just turned off the noise from the roosters and the music and the basketball. I never had to produce biometric for an ACR card yet. 3 years running, I haven't had to do that yet. I went live into the office and all they asked for was my my passport. Boy, that wind's howling. Okay, guys, the wind's blowing and the rain is coming, and I'm outside, so I'm gonna pull the plug on this first serious live episode of South Paths and park my butt back in the house and try to think of something to do for content. I really have no idea what to do for content right now. I can't think of a thing. I've covered everything. I'm running out of options, and I don't want to talk about politics in Canada. I don't want to go there. My Canadian income when I become a non-resident, I'm not going to become a non-resident. You have to apply to be a non-resident. I'm going to keep my Canadian residency while I'm away, while I'm here. I don't have any Canadian income coming. I don't have a retirement plan through the company setup or anything like that. I tossed all that out the window when I got divorced and liquidated out. Somebody else has that. Anyways, I'm going to shut her down here before I get wet. Okay, you guys, thank you for visiting. I appreciate y'all coming in, and we'll set up try to get Asley to set up a live here on the weekend. And we'll sit down inside the apartment, and you guys can splash us with questions and interesting ideas and content ideas. Throw them at me. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good evening. And yeah, I would have loved to have held on to the house. Unfortunately, if I'd have held on to my part of the house and made her sell it, then she would have got half my pension. So mathematically, it would have worked out as a push. Never would have benefited from it anyway. As I say, I wasn't too lucky, and I married the wrong person. So it happens. I'm sure she feels the same way. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good morning. It must be an early morning there. And I'll talk to you all next time here on South Paths. I'm going to figure out how to turn this off. Good night, guys.